Hey Bear and Oreo, what are you waiting for? Atezr reached out to me to see if I wanted to take a look at their P10 10-watt laser combo. I said sure, why not? Like a good combo, as long as it comes with some fries. Here we have the Atezr P10 Combo Set. Also comes with the air assist and the rotisserie. Actually, rotary. We're gonna just do the unboxing of the 10-watt laser itself. And what do we have here? We have the installation manual.
Operate manual. Manuel? Relay instructions.
In this manual, it's just basically how to assemble it. And this is more of a reference for how to set up lightburn and operation. It's the user guide, and what's nice, it has a material guide as well. So we're going to actually be following this material guide through all the tests that we're going to run with it. And just in case if you don't have like a honeycomb bed, they supply this metal mat board. And what this will do is help protect the surface to not get engraved upon. So pretty flexible, but I'm not going to put a crease in it or anything. Then we have a HDMI cable as well as a standard USB cable. Never seen an HDMI cable come with a laser engraver before. Okay, and it's a pretty short standard USB. And what do we have here? Well, we got a bag of stuff. Well, it's basically all your tools, fasteners, USB drive, and sample material as well. Well, look, step 3. I guess I missed step 1 and 2 somewhere. And what do we have here? Well, we have the standard power adapter. It's best when you get power adapters is have a label maker and just label them all, because you may get mixed up. And these are some beefy extrusions here. Yeah, this is actually the lower support beam. Okay, and you can see it has Wi-Fi on there. Here's your control box. It has emergency stop, power, USB, and power input, and a little SD card reader. Oh, what do we have here? Hey, we got another optical shaft. It's actually the optical axis. Okay, and then also we have, I believe this is like the back support. So yeah, these extrusions are definitely thick and beefy. Even has their logo on it. I mean, this is built like a tank, honestly. This is the Y-axis right side. Belts in there, and it actually has a belt tensioner built right in too. It kind of reminds me of the X-Tool belt tensioner. You can see it right here. You got the locking screw, and yeah, pretty easy and simple. Now, this is really beefy. I mean, this is the X-axis slide rail. Wow. I mean, is this like a 2-in-1 machine? Like a milling machine or something? I don't get it. You even have a slot on the top to adjust your eccentric nut. And don't forget your safety goggles. Very, very important to always wear those. Okay. I got about 20 of those. And we got 1, 2, 3, and eventually I get to that 4th one all the way over there. Come on. There we go. Yep, here are your 4 legs, or foot brackets times 4. And for once, the control box isn't a bracket. Now this is the 10-watt version. They also offer a 20, but I did receive the 10-watt from them. And it looks like it also has air assist tubing built in. Here's your touch panel, control box, touchscreen. Also has a magnetic back, or has, I don't know which one's magnetic and which not. Oh, there is the HDMI port. And here's another beefy extrusion. This, This is the left side rail, and yeah, this is the one with the stepper motor. I mean, look at these things. And again, you have the belt tensioner, just like the X-Tool D1. And look at, even get some limit switches. I am a big fan of having limit switches. Anything else in here? Silicone packet, that little silicone packet for the big box. And that is it. I mean, that's a lot. Now, I don't blame you if you want to skip the build here. You get all the steps here, 1 through 4. But this is going to be a lengthy build. As you see, all the extrusions just go ahead and tuck inside. And it's basically 4 screws per side. I don't tighten them all down until I get all the screws in. And then I go back and tighten them down. Again, you're going to just slide in these corners. Make sure they're all lined up. And sometimes that Allen key sticks a little. Yep, that time I'm actually tightened down this side because everything just lined up perfectly. And boom, done with that corner. Now we slide the other one in. It just fits like a glove. And again, 4 screws per side. But this one's special because it also has a belt tensioner screw right there that's still blank. But we're just screwing along, doing the other side now. And of course, you can't assemble it without dropping an Allen key. Yep, or a hex. You know, I guess they don't want to be called Allens anymore. Now we're going to go ahead and put our belt tensioner screw in, and of course it gets stopped here. Let's go ahead and loosen it, this belt tensioner, tighten it, and then adjust it. Flip it over. Now we get to install 4 sets of legs here. I'm only going to do 1 because this is times 4. No reason to repeat more than I already have. Now we're going to just go ahead and plug in the stepper motor eventually. There we go. And then the limit switch. Not too difficult. And then we're going for the gantry, plug in the stepper motor and then the limit switch again. And I did flip it over. You just didn't see it. It was a covert operation. Because the reason why we need to flip it over again is to line up each side here to fasten in. These will take 2 screws per side. And we're going to just go ahead and screw them down. Line them up, torque it, line it up, and torque it. Now we're going to do the same thing for the other side. And after I fight with that Allen key to get it out, and this is where our optical shaft, I have no idea what's optical about them, but that's what it's called. Slide it in through that hole, then you're going to just torque it down, and you're going to torque down the grub screws here. But now there's 2 on here, so you're going to want to turn it a little bit to make sure that you get both of them. Torque down both grub screws. Make sure that optical shaft does not move. Now it's time for wire tidiness. You get these nifty cable tie things or cable clamps. You just space them out evenly, and this is on the back side of your gantry, and you just tuck the wire in. Pretty easy. And then you're going to do the same thing for the bottom. Yeah, I did stick them on nice and evenly. I actually measured it. Yep, I took some pride in this. And you tuck the cable up. And you just want to move the gantry back and forth, make sure that the cable doesn't get any snags in it. And here we have the 10-watt laser module. Looks like almost like a 2-way mirror for that lens. It has built-in air assist, and unfortunately that nozzle is plastic. I like to see it be metal. And here we have that lever that comes down, so it could be brought down to the height of your material. Pretty easy. A little difficult to get to though. Slide it in the dovetail, and then you go ahead and plug it in. Now you can adjust the height by loosening that knob on the back and securing it in place. Pretty easy. And next we're going to just go ahead and snip that off, and we're going to plug in our display with our HDMI cable. Oh, look, it's even gold plated. Fancy. So I'll go ahead and plug it in. And it is magnetic. Gotta straighten it out. Nope, there we go. And peely time. Well, that wasn't great.
Yeah, it's not a very satisfying feeling.
And there you have it. Finally all assembled. There was a how-to guide on their website, so here you go. All built and built like a tank.
Finally!
Now I was expecting to see a config file for lightburn on the provided SD card, but it didn't have one. But luckily, all you have to do is go to their webpage and click on support, and you can find a download for it. Go ahead and download it, and then once we have it, we're going to just go ahead and open up lightburn, and we're going to import the file. It's pretty darn easy, isn't it? You just go ahead and open up, and you can say you have the file here. Boom, click it, and then you're going to click it, so click OK, and there you go. That easy. Love it when they have the files available for download. Just makes configuration that much easier. And since it has limit switches, as soon as it's all plugged in, it's going to go ahead and home as soon as you turn it on. Let's talk about today's video sponsor. And today's video sponsor is PCBWay. Are you looking for a PCB manufacturer? Well, look no further. PCBWay does PCB prototyping, PCB assembly, flexible PCBs, advanced PCBs, CNC, and 3D printing. Oh, what is this on the top of the banner? Oh, look, they're doing a PCB design contest. It's their 5th one. Since the first PCB design contest, they have seen many meaningful projects, such as educational robot controllers used in education, and solar projects that impact surrounding communities. What can we do today when technology is advancing rapidly and the climate change is intensifying? And here are the timelines: project release time, project review time, and announcement. And here are some of the categories that you could enter in. Next generation hardware, such as home automation, embedded electronics, and you got earth-friendly projects, and then you have a free theme. So you can go ahead and fill out the form and see which one best suits you. And look at these prizes. Yes, we got some really great prizes here. So if you're looking to do a project and want to submit it, go ahead and choose PCBWay. Well, I really thank PCBWay for sponsoring today's video. Now let's continue on to the Atezr P10 Laser Engraver. Now, before we go to the testing and results, I wanted to bring you to a website where I generate my lightburn test files. This is Otter's Danger Den. My buddy Shane created this. You just fill out all the information that you want to generate your test grid. 10, I did for label power, label speed 100, minimum speed, max speed, speed steps, minimum power, max power, and power steps. Then you hit generate. That'll download a file. Then you just open up the file in lightburn. It could not be any easier now to create a test grid. I want to thank Shane for getting this done. It is in beta mode. Now let's go ahead and test this out. Unfortunately, before we start testing, disclaimer first, safety first. This video is for entertainment purposes only. You are following these instructions at your own risk. Please always wear approved eye protection. People and animals not wearing protection should stay away. And last but finally, I am not responsible if you do not become a pro after watching this video. Alright, let's continue on. As mentioned, this is the combo kit, which comes with the rotary as well as the air assist. This is Atezr rotary. It's adjustable. And then you have this Y frame extension for something, is off of the rotary. Then you have two Y extension cables, one for the Atezr and one for other machines. And then you have the X for heightened feet to raise it up so you can use the rotary. And to use the rotary, you're just going to plug it in to the Y axis. So unplug the stepper motor and plug it in its place. Yeah, I didn't use their riser feet because it's kind of a pain to unscrew. So if you have a tumbler like this that's a little bit off, there's actually kind of a problem with that. You'll see that it kind of shifts, and it's not long enough to take use of that Y adapter on the other end. So sometimes you gotta get a little creative on how you're gonna take care of this type of situation. And what solution am I going to come up with? Well, got a partial roll of painter's tape. And look at that. Works much better. It's not really sliding around as far as I can tell, but I mean, this is what I came with. You might come up with something better. Now, these are my settings for the roller. I did a lot of testing. It says I got 276 for rotation, 15.6-ish for the diameter, and that's the circumference for my tumbler. Now this also came with air assist as well. I kind of really like this tubing. It's almost like automotive tubing, and it has a dial for to turn it on and off, but it's also to adjust the speed of your fan. And you know what? It's built like a tank too. And actually my tubing is supposed to go the other way, but very clean. So let's get to testing. And since this is a combo kit, we're going to test everything, including air assist. And the thickness of this supplied material is basically 1.9 millimeters thick. And this is without air assist, and you can see the power is on the bottom and speed's on the left side. And it went through a majority of the holes. And yeah, look at this. That's with air assist. And those are little mistakes trying to line it up, but ignore those. And as you can see, air assist just works better. It's cleaner, and it basically gives it a little bit more like a power boost. And this is some stock that I have laying around. And what's the thickness of this? 3.25. So I was able to fit 2 tests on here. So you can see without air assist. Went through a majority of it. But with air assist, look how much cleaner it is. You know what? I think that all these laser engravers should just come with air assist built in. I can actually maybe not built in because it can create vibration for the pump, but at least just have it standard with it. So what I did was I took 2 more of their provided stock material here. Actually, no, this was my own, and we're at 3.5 millimeters thickness. I just stacked them, and you can see, yeah, burned through a majority of about half of them. Again, I don't know how many of you are going to be using this to actually cut material, but it does a pretty good job. And here's my last test. I stacked 2 of these, and I believe it's a little bit thicker. Let's go ahead and take a look here. We are at 5.4. Just stacked it up. Again, bottom no air assist, top with air assist. Yep, it's a pretty powerful laser for a 10 watt. I think it could handle a majority of the projects that you are working on. And again, air assist is just so much cleaner of a cut. And how is it engraved? Well, this is just a standard piece of birch, or basswood actually. And you're fighting the grain. I'm doing all the recommended material settings. You can see it in the upper right. That was a test piece too. And yeah, did a good job. Remember, you're fighting the grain, so it's only the tighter your grain, the better it's going to look. And here we have some bamboo, a sharp, chewy board, because no one can say chewy, whatever that is. Anyways, look at the shark, so you can see the grain. And again, material settings in the upper right. Again, that's all I'm following the material settings there. It's in the user manual. Actually, the user guide. And everything is coming out as expected. Now, I did for this board, it was a little bit tougher. I couldn't find this material in the their settings. So all I did was beef it up to 35 on power. And man, I'm telling you, see, this is when you have nice dense wood. Look how nice and clean that is. Very clean engraving. Well, Bear's not going to be happy with his little off-center tag because I couldn't really see the alignment. I thought I had a good shot at it, but nope, was unaligned. It was at 80% power at 300 speed. Did a really good job though with the marking, just couldn't see where it was going. And let's go ahead and engrave some glass. Darth Vader. This is their recommended settings, 70% power at the speed of 1000. Yep, hear that? Totally engraved. I use tempera paints because it washes off just with water. It's very easy to use. No scrubbing. Now I introduce my newest creation. You saw it here first, folks. Look at this. It's called the selfie tumbler. Right now, everything looks great. But say you want to do a TikTok video? Boom. Selfie mode. That's because there's kind of this little quirk with lightburn. Once in a while, you have to flip it on mirror mode while you're using a rotary. I don't know. I mean, and then I got a little bit of a dip there at the bottom. It's not on one side. Maybe my little roll of tape isn't the best idea, but it's only on the bottom bar. Who knows? But there you have it. Now, what are some not so great things about it? Cable management. Come on, guys. Really? Engineers, how about we move the cables like to the side? Everything to the side. Look at that. So much easier. And it looks better. And you could have better standoffs or risers. Sure, if you want to get the rotary, you could go ahead and get the taller ones, but come on, a little bit higher up. Then the air assist. Plastic. No. It should be metal. Look at that. It's already caked up. Now, I haven't had much of a chance to mess around with the touchscreen. I've had other touchscreen laser engravers, and they behave the same way. They're not that functional, but if you were to do repetitive work, that's when, you know what, it's a lot easier to use offline. Until these touchscreens get a little bit more feature-rich, so to speak. Otherwise, I really think they're more of a gimmick than anything. Just not that functional. Now, this laser is built like a tank. I mean, this is very well constructed, very heavy duty, and I mean, it's just rock solid. Everything worked out of the box as it should. I like the fact that it has the limit switches, cable management's nice, and it just all went together. Now, hopefully I've given you enough information for you to decide if this machine is right for you. If so, I provided links below for you to purchase this if you so choose. And I really appreciate you tuning into Tripod's Garage. Please have a wonderful day, evening, or weekend, or whenever you decide to watch this video. Thanks again for tuning in to Tripod's Garage. Thank you and have a good one. Oh, come on. Do you really think I was going to keep you hanging? Gotta engrave some food. Twinkies it is. Well, it's not really food.
A Twinkie wiener sandwich.
We're going to do a speed of 3000 and a power of 80. Oh, man, this is stink. I really do not suggest this. Huh, well, look at that. Some Scream. I never saw the last one, the last movie. Let me know in the comments if it was any good. But it actually came out better than I thought. Okay, let's go ahead and engrave another one. Because that's for me to test and taste. And what's this one going to be? Well, one for Bear. Yeah, Bear's never had a Twinkie before. Man, it just really, really stinks. And we'll make another one. You know, Oreo doesn't get enough screen time on any of my videos. So, and there we go. We got one for Oreo as well. Came out actually nicer than Bear's. And here we go, all three. Yeah, don't engrave these. Ugh, it just really stinks. But I need to test one first. Oh, that is just awful. Ugh, the burned Twinkie. Oh, no, absolutely not. But it looks like I got the attention of Bear and Oreo. Let's go ahead and split this to make sure that they actually do like it. Well, Bear didn't really chew it. Looks like Oreo really likes it too. And let's just go ahead and split the other one for them. Nope, they really want it. There we go. Alright, good puppies. Well, we'll see you the next time on Tripod's Garage. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Say goodbye, Oreo and Bear.